Hi again, everybody, and welcome. Spring training coverage continuing on 2K Sports. It's the Cactus League. John Kruk, Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Great pitching. Tim Hudson's his name. He'll make the start. So, Steve, how's he going to handle these San Francisco bats today?
A good right-hander on the mound in this one. And if he executes the scouting report against this lineup, it shouldn't be too difficult for him to come up with the outs necessary to come away with a win.
Now we'll see Bruce Bochy's lineup, sponsored by Pepsi. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
You know, when a player's 5'7", most of the teams don't have to game plan around him. But Dustin Pedroia is one of those guys that hits in the middle of the lineup for a team that you have to really concern yourself with. You look at the size, not imposing at all, but you look at the numbers, and they are special. He can beat you in so many ways, and to me, he's the guy that I would want on my team over anyone in baseball.
Time to get rolling. Curtis Granderson. Hudson with a windup. Can't wait long enough for that one, and he starts out with a strike.
This guy has some great late-breaking sink on his fastball. It's his out pitch.
Good eye by Curtis Granderson, lays off, and we're even. Even though the hitters know it's coming, Steve, that out pitch you're talking about with that movement, it's hit well off the bat of Granderson. This one towards Bay, and he meanders over to put it away. Now we'll take a quick look here at the Rockies and how they're going to be fielding defensively. Thoughts, Steve? Anybody stand out?
Nate McLeod is one of those consistent, solid defenders in the outfield. Not flashy, but he runs the ball down and it gets it in quickly to the infield.
And Dustin Pedroia up.
Well, if the Giants needed any reminder how important it is to beat the Colorado Rockies, 2009 gave that to them as they were locked in a battle until the end for the wild card berth, with the Rockies ended up getting the upper hand.
And that's going to be in there. The Giants get their first man on.
A good piece of hitting right there with one out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
Mark Teixeira is at the plate. Giants ended up 10-8 against the Rockies during the 09 season. Pretty tight ball games, though.
Yeah, a lot of tight ball games, and both teams basically built in a similar fashion, with the one difference is the Rockies probably better offensively. Both teams defend well, both teams pitch well. Probably the Giants have a bigger edge starting pitching wise, but both teams
lined hard down the left field line, and that gets down. Teixeira's got a single.
And a brief look here at the Rockies and how they ranked in the National League last season. Second in home runs, second in runs scored. As you can tell, they worked the count because they got a lot of hitters counts, and then they drove the ball. Second in the league in slugging percentage. That means they saw a lot of pitches that they anticipated, and when they got them, they made the pitcher pay for it.
And it's Jorge Posada in the box now. His lifetime average, 261 off Tim Hudson. Now Hudson with the 0-1 pitch. Jorge Posada not fooled by that pitch to get the count even.
Well, coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
Spins, checks him at second. Ooh, he had a dive back in, and he just made it. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's hit this one towards McLeod. Now it's 2 down.
Well, let's take a look at where San Francisco ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. 10th in hits, 10th in stolen bases. And for team batting average, well, the number's just not quite there, as they did not make the kind of contact you want, and really led to some difficulties in scoring runs.
Maglio Ordonez to bat. He's wishing he laid off that one, a strike and a pitch in the dirt. He swings and nails a liner. And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. San Francisco starter on the mound. Let's take a look. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
Andy Pettitte has continued to reinvent himself as a pitcher. When he first came up, it was power stuff up in the zone. The power's not there anymore, but he can command his fastball, has real touch and feel for the changeup, and a quality cutter to put hitters away. Still a veteran you want on the mound in a big game.
And that one outside. McLeod stays away. He's 0 for 3 for his career off Pettit. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. And it's Alex Gordon now. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1. Strike 2. Gordon doesn't like to get behind here. See what he does with the 0-2. A smash between short and third, and McGehee with the catch. This is how the Rockies offense will look, sponsored by Pepsi. Any of these bats stand out, John?
For the last few years, Nate McLeod has found that power stroke, and I tell you what, there's nothing more exciting than when your leadoff hitter has to make a pitcher work that hard because they know he can take him out of the park. Let's see if he can get it done here today.
Chance here with 2 down for Jason Bay. Fastball just misses. 1-0. And that's high for a ball. Pettit misses. That is fastball. 2-0, and he missed it. 2-1. Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss by Bay. That'll knock the count. Swung, ground ball to short. Cora throws on to first in time to retire the side. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Great to have you with us here tonight. These fans here at the ball yard dealing with some pretty frigid weather. They're bundled up. And we've got McGehee batting. Shot towards the hole. That's going to bring up Martin DeRosa.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
Bring the heat.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. This is an opening for San Francisco. Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
And Cora's batting.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
Strike 1. Hudson gets him swinging.
This is how you get the routine ground balls. You pound that sinker down and away, trying to get the hitter to roll over his hands and pound it into the ground.
That retires Cora.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of his jam, and keep the score tied.
Hudson with a windup. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he's got it in time for the out. The first runs in easily.
Well, this is how you help yourself as a major league pitcher. You drive in runs. He knew he had to make contact. He got the job done.
First count on Granderson. Here it comes. Swing and a shot to third. Base hit through the infield. Runner should score. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down in the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. And so the scoring came in the second. Second inning sees the first 2 runs of our ball game. The Giants lead 2-0.